Good morning. I just wanted to talk to you about your midterm exam, which will be in Module 8 during Week 8. It is a proctored exam. You will have to go to a testing center. I have given you a lot of information this week about your exam. It does require a password, so you do have to go to a testing center. Now, on any campus that TVCC has. So if you live in Terrell, go to the Terrell campus. If you live in Kaufman, go there. Go to Palestine. Some of you have contacted me about a proctor at one of your schools, and if you have done that, then you've sent me a proctor agreement from that person. So I just need you to get everything set up this week. You'll have a week to do it. It'll be from the 17th through the 24th, just like always. The testing centers are open on some of them. The libraries are open on Saturday. You just need to call and check and make arrangements to take your exam. I don't give makeup, so you need to get this taken ASAP as soon as it opens on Tuesday. Try to plan to do that. I want to talk to you just a little bit about the exam. It is different than the exams that you've had through KIA. It is in Canvas. I have made out the exam, and it is heavily weighted in your verbs. If I could tell you anything to do this week and next week, it would be to concentrate on the meanings of those verbs. Check your grammar points. Always go and do the a repasar. Repasar is a great example of what you had in that chapter. If you'll look right here, this tells you every single thing that you did in chapter 1. It tells you everything you did. This is all the grammar. So you need to know that. You can do these activities and make sure you understand how to do them. But if you look on a repasar, what's in gray here is what you need to study. This is the information. This is everything that you had as far as grammar goes. And then on vocabulario esencial, these are the words. Now, I have not focused on especialidades and courses. What I have focused on mainly are objects in the classroom, people in the classroom, and your verbs, and how you put all those things together. So if you notice that you have, I use your vocabulary. So study your vocabulary. And when it says bailar, I'm probably going to say, I'm going to use a cognate, en el club. I'm probably going to say caminar. I'm going to use a cognate, en el parque. Cantar. You could cantar en la clase. So try to put your verb with where you do it. For instance, comprar. The only thing you guys have to buy at this point are books in the what? Bookstore. So I'm gonna ask you that. Tú compras los libros en la en la librería. If I say contestar what? Una pregunta. Contestar a la profesora. So just remember that these words go, or these verbs go with your vocabulary. You can almost bet I'm going to say descansar where? En la residencia, or en el apartamento. I'm going to say tú dibujas, which means to draw. Where would you draw? You would draw en la clase de arte. Enseñar, that means to teach. One of my students once said enseñar. They always remembered that their teacher was insane, and that's why they remembered enseñar. Enseñar en la clase. La profesora enseña. All right, so just remember, I'm going to use entrar. Where do you guys enter? You enter the class. Entran, ustedes entran la clase a las 8 de la mañana. Escuchar, what do you usually listen to? You usually listen to music. So I might say, María blank la música. If I say blank la música and you see music, you need to think of the verb what? Escuchar. Estudiar. All through this, where have they told you to go study? I might say, Marta y Ramón blank en la biblioteca. when you see biblioteca, this verb to study should come up. And because Marta and Jose are plural, I would add an A-N. I'd take off the A-R and add an A-N. So I say, Marta y Jose estudian en la biblioteca. Now you're going to have multiple choice, so you can pick which one of those blanks it's going to fit in. Hablar. You can speak in class. You could speak on the telephone. Habla. Yo hablo por teléfono. So think, what do I use when I do this? Where do I do it? And try to make these verbs come alive for you. Mandar. There's only two things that you can do so far. You can mandar cartas, which are letters, and you can mandar textos. So I might say, mis estudiantes mandan textos a tus padres. Mandan textos. Mandar, it means to send. Mirar, you're probably going to be watching a what? Television or a video. So when you look at the verb mirar, try to hook an action with it, and that will help you to remember that verb. Yo miro la televisión todos los días. Okay? Necesitar. What do you need in college? Necesito libros y bolígrafos y necesito una silla. All right? Pagar. What do you pay for? You pay for your books. Nosotros pagamos para los libros en la librería. Pasar tiempo. You can pasar, that means to spend time. Paso tiempo con mis amigos. Practicar. Usually you're going to use practice maybe with some sport. You might say, los muchachos practican voleibol en el gimnasio, in the gym, okay? Preguntar means to answer. You might say, yo pregunto una pregunta en la clase. Regresar, where do you return to? You could say, nosotros regresamos a la residencia a las 8 de la noche. Regresamos. Terminar. What does it mean? It means to finish something. Marta termina su tarea a las 8 de la noche. She finishes her work. Tocar means to touch or to play an instrument. So you would say, and you're usually, I'm going to probably say you're going to play a guitar or piano, because those are two cognates that you're going to use. So I would say, la muchacha toca la guitarra en la clase. I could say, yo no toco un instrumento. Yo no toco un instrumento. I don't play an instrument. And the last one is tomar. One of the things that they've used in this chapter is take classes. You can take classes, you can take a drink, you can take a bus, you can take a pill. So you might say, yo tomo 3 clases en el colegio, or en la universidad. Nosotros tomamos biología por la mañana. So that gets your verbs. Those are all your AR verbs. And remember, all you do is take off the ending of the AR and you put an O on every one of those, and it says you do it. Yo ayudo, yo bailo, yo busco, yo camino, yo canto. Every one of them. You take off the AR and you put an AMOS on them. And what are you saying? We do it. Nosotros, that you are included. Nosotros ayudamos en la clase. We help in the class. Nosotros bailamos en la discoteca. Nosotros buscamos los libros en el apartamento. So that's verb conjugation. Now I want to show you, let me get back up here. We're going to go to our chapter 2. Once again, we're going to go to repasar, because repasar is what you have had. It's all of the grammar that you've had. So in this chapter, you've learned about possessive adjectives, and there's a section on these possessive adjectives on your exam. So you need to study it. What it means is, there are 3 ways to tell that you possess something. You can say, I have, yo tengo un carro, Yo tengo un carro. I have a car. Es mi carro. It's my car. All right. Or es el carro de Maria. It's Maria's car. So there are no apostrophe S's in Spanish. You say it is the car of Maria's. So you put the possession first and then who owns it. So this is very important. Please, please. And here's the del. Quickly, I'll explain that. What it means is there are two contractions in Spanish, del and al. When you do put possessive adjectives, del comes into play. So when I say, es el carro de la muchacha, I can say that. I can say, es el carro de los muchachos. I can say, es el carro de las muchachos. But what I cannot say, es el carro de el padre. When it says, you see de and el together, it contracts, just like a contraction in English, and you say del padre. So you contract those two. Make sure you go back and practice this. This is all on your test. There's a section on the verb ser, so go back and this is the only ser and tener are your only irregular verbs that you will have on this test. You will have both of them. Make sure you understand about agreement, and then you have IRER verbs. Now, once again, let me go back to the vocabulary. And here are your verbs. These are the verbs that you're going to have. I have not concentrated on nationalities or numbers, but I have, and so many of these adjectives are what? They're cognate. So you're going to know those without having to study. Intelectual, inteligente, interesante. So you're going to know those. All right. Now then, real quickly, I'm running out of time. These are the verbs in this chapter. I've given you this on the review. So these are all IR verbs. I've given the review how to conjugate an IR verb again. But once again, think about what you use. What do you normally open? That you have you can open your book, right? And I'm probably going to say that. Los estudiantes siempre abren los libros, because that's something that you can aprender. You've had the word lesson. Marta aprende la lección. So remember, asistir. Asistir means to attend. It's one of those false cognates. You think it means to assist, but it doesn't. So you might say, yo asisto, and you have to put this on there. Yo asisto a la universidad. Yo asisto a 3 clases. Beber means to drink. So you're probably going to be drinking a drink. Yo bebo Coca-Cola. Yo bebo Dr. Pepper. Yo bebo agua. Nosotros bebemos agua. Comer. You're going to be eating un sandwich, un pizza, something like that. So pay attention. If you see food, you're going to think of this one. Comprender is to understand. You're going to be trying to understand the lesson or a word. Una palabra. Creer is to believe in something. Deber is you ought to. Yo debo estudiar. I should study. Escribir. You're going to be writing something. Yo escribo un libro. Yo escribo un poema. Yo escribo una carta. So think about it like that. Leer. You're going to be probably reading a what? A book. Leo un libro. Recibir, you can receive good notes. Yo recibo buenos notas. Vender, you're probably going to sell your books. Where? In the bookstore. Yo vendo mis libros. Vivo, you're going to have a place. Vivo in Athens. These are the verbs tener, and you really need to study them. They are. And remember, it just means that you use all of these, and I gave you a great video on this. So you would say, yo tengo 16 años. I am, it sounds like I have. Tengo calor. I'm hot. So you conjugate this verb and put this next to it. So tengo éxito. I'm probably going to say, yo tengo buenas notas. Tengo éxito in my classes. I have good notes. So I'm going to have good, I'm having successful. Tengo frío. So really look at this. If I say, I necesito tomar una Coca-Cola. That would mean I'm thirsty, right? I'm running out of time, guys. I hope this helped you. Go back and